today, two families have come together for an important reason. Their children want to get married. Both families are supportive, but they come from different customs, which is adat pepatih and adat temenggung. So, this meeting is to clear any concerns before moving forward.
So, how's everyone? I hope everyone's fine. Today, we're here to talk about our children's future. So, in Negeri Sembilan, we practice adat pepatih, which women have very important roles in inheritance and responsibilities. I just hope in their marriage letter, our adat will be respected.
Thank you for inviting us. Well, we all do feel the same, as we want what is best for our children. Our family practices adat temenggung, where leadership and responsibility traditionally fall on men. We respect adat pepatih, but we also hope our custom won't be put aside.
That's actually what worries us, because when it comes to wedding discussions, our tradition always become an afterthought. Because for your information, our tradition is not an optional, it's our priority.
Oh, we didn't mean it that way. Well, we're just trying to explain our expectations too.
Yes, I understand, but if only one side of adat is considered, it is unbalanced.
Okay, wait, everyone, I think we need to calm down. This meeting is meant to bring clarity, not some tension. Because while we're meeting right now, our kids, our children are waiting for our agreement for their marriage to happen. So, calm down.
I've seen many disputes like this. Everyone speaks out of love, but emotion can easily take over. Our adat were created to guide families and bring harmony, not to cause stress. If we listen calmly, we might realize we're all aiming for the same thing.
I think what we're seeing is not disagreement, but misunderstanding. Instead of asking which adat comes first, why don't we ask how can both adat be respected?
What if a part of the ceremony we follow adat pepatih and another part of ceremony we follow adat temenggung? I think in this way both families' adat can be respected.
If it's done that way, I don't see why not. As long as both families feel acknowledged, we are open to it.
Well, that's right. And also, there's a legal side that needs to be considered, especially when it comes to inheritance and marriage. Like, how do we make this arrangement legally recognized? Well, if both family agrees, it will help to put these arrangements in writing to ensure that they don't conflict with the existing law. That way, the court will legally recognize it if there's ever a dispute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is what works the best.
If this understanding helps us move forward peacefully, then this meeting has achieved its purpose.
As the discussion continues, the tension slowly fades. Both families realize that respecting tradition does not mean rejecting compromise. Thank you.
After watching the role play, we can see that the disagreement between the two families was not about conflict or disrespect, but about differences in customary practices or adat. This role play was designed to reflect how adat pepatih and adat temenggung still influence family decisions in Malaysia today, especially in matters of marriage, inheritance, and family roles. Adat refers to traditional customs and practices that guide social behavior within the Malay community. Although Malaysia has modern written laws, adat continues to play an important role, particularly in family and inheritance matters. In fact, under Article 160 of Federal Constitution, law includes custom and usages that have the force of law. This means adat is not merely cultural but is legally recognized in Malaysia. Adat Perpatih is practiced mainly in Negeri Sembilan and is based on a matrilineal system. This means lineage, inheritance and clan membership are traced through the female line. Under this adat, women play a central role in family structure, especially in relation to ancestral property known as harta pusaka. This property is passed down through daughters and held communally within the clan. In marriage, the husband becomes orang semenda, meaning he joins the wife's family rather than the other way around. Decision-making is guided by the principle of muafakat, which emphasizes consensus and discussion rather than authority or hierarchy. This explains why, in our role play, the bride's family was concerned that adat Perpatih values should not be sidelined, particularly when it comes to inheritance and family responsibilities. In contrast, adat Temenggung is practiced in most other Malay states and follows a patrilineal or patriarchal system. Here, lineage and leadership traditionally pass through the male line, and men are generally seen as heads of the family. Adat Temenggung places strong emphasis on order, hierarchy and responsibility. One important concept under this adat is harta sepencarian, which refers to property acquired jointly during marriage. This principle is recognized under Islamic family law and applied by Malaysian courts. This is why, in our role play, the groom's family emphasize leadership and responsibilities and express concern that their adat should also be respected. When families from different adat systems come together, conflicts may arise not because one side is wrong, but because their expectations are different. This can involve issues such as inheritance rights, leadership roles, and even where the couple lives after marriage. Malaysian courts recognize adat as long as it does not conflict with statutory law or Islamic principles. In practice, adat often works alongside Sharia law, especially in family matters. This legal reality was reflected in our role play when the younger lawyer suggested that family agreements should be put into writing. This shows how unwritten customs can still be protected within the modern legal system. The resolution in our role play shows that adat Perpatih and adat Temenggung are not meant to compete but to coexist. By communicating and compromising, families can respect both traditions while prioritizing harmony. This reflects the broader Malaysian legal system, which balances tradition, religion, and modern law. Adat continues to remain relevant not as a barrier to progress, but as a foundation for social harmony.